Good evening and welcome to the Power Table on the SPM Buzz platform. My name is Eugene Kwach and I'm the host of the Power Table. Well, tonight we delve into critical issues as we get to look at the state of democracy, including what and where is ODM at. We look at the coalition between ODM and UDA. We also get to look and question a lot of democratic issues within and around Kenya, and that is looking at the election that was held in Uganda, and of course that was concluded in Tanzania. And we get to look at a lot of issues, and of course we do not do this alone. I get to host leaders, politicians, and thought leaders and everyone else that matter in these conversations as to get to ask them questions and get their answers. Well, tonight I host a gentleman who is not so much of a visitor to this show. His name, Joachim Simiyu.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure once again to have an opportunity to speak to Kenyans about matters that are very pertinent to them,
Yes.
very important to their lives and the lives of their children.
Yeah.
As concerned citizens,
Yes.
it's imperative that we pay attention to such issues.
Yes.
Thank you.
Quite interesting. Well, tonight we delve into some critical issues. But first, before we begin, other conversations around Kenya. The recent elections that happened in Uganda. Permit me to ask you, what do you make of the Ugandan election actually that just concluded?
Uganda is still having a lot of issues to deal with. Uganda has to fight for democratic space. Uganda has to give free speech to their citizens. Uganda has to fight for things Kenya fought for in the 80s, 70s, and the early 90s. So it is several years back. It is more than 30 years back. The things Kenyans were fighting for in the 1992, the repealing of Section 2A, dealing with an election that sent home a dictator in 2002.
Do you refer to Museveni as the dictator?
If he's not a dictator, then there is no word that can describe him.
How?
Because how do dictators behave?
But he won fairly.
How do you say fairly? Okay, what does the word fair mean?
You tell me.
Okay, how do you win fairly when your closest competitor is in chains, is in police custody? So if that's fairness, then maybe fairness changed the meaning.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see, in a democracy, it's important that you give people level playground.
Okay.
That when they win, you accept.
Okay.
That when you lose, you accept. That's not what happened in Uganda.
We also had the elections of Tanzania, and you know what actually happened in Tanzania.
Tanzania is even further than Uganda in terms of democracy and all that.
But of course, they've made steps in terms of economic-wise. They're growing. And
How is Tanzania doing economically? Or how do you measure their economic growth? If a class 7 dropout from Tanzania is selling socks on Kenyan streets, how is their economy back home? Mm-hmm. Do we have a Kenyan who is a class 7 dropout on any African street selling coffee, selling socks? Do we?
But don't you think that what happened in Uganda and Tanzania could somehow affect maybe or influence what is to happen in Kenya in 2027? Or what do we expect?
It could affect myopic leaders in Kenya. Mm-hmm. We have them in good numbers. Okay. Leaders who think they can usurp the will of the people. Mm-hmm. But unlike all these two other countries that you've mentioned, Kenyans are very much alert. And you cannot railroad them. Mm-hmm. And any leader who thinks that they can use the methods used by Tanzania and Uganda, then they don't know which country they are in. Mm-hmm. You try and do those abracadabras we are seeing in these other countries, you are a dead meat. Because it's important that we are led by people that we want. That's what democracy. That the will of the people should be supreme. It doesn't matter how good you are, how well you speak, but when the people say no, it stops there. You see, in the principle of democracy, if today I decided that it is good I give you this glass of water, it's a good thing to have, right?
Yes.
But what if you say no? It stops there. Your will is against you being given a glass of water. That's basically democracy. So, these are the countries that we are seeing. We also have leaders in this country who think that they can be Museveni. And you know, when Museveni became president, one of his speeches, and I can see that speech is making rounds on social media. He said, you see, you people should forget thinking of another alternative for Uganda. There will be no alternative arrangement for Ugandans for a very long time. So people didn't know what Museveni was saying. Museveni was simply saying, I am going to be president for a very long time. And some statements of similar caliber are being made in this country. Someone has been saying, you see, I want to see Kenya become a first world before I die. Which means they want to die in office. You see, kama hii miaka 5 tumejenga hii na mkinipea 10 na 20. You see, such statements are not light. You need to take them very serious. And if Kenyans don't, they will remember me for saying this.
Did you really say Ishirini? But anyway, but quite interesting. Let's delve into actually some of the things that actually are happening in the country.
Yes.
But one of them that has actually stood out is the issues of ODM. I'm even wondering, why is ODM trending? The last time we had a conversation with you, you said ODM is dead. But why is it still trending a lot? Like people talk
sometimes
about
a dying person jumps up and down and causes a lot of a lot of stress in a hospital. You need ventilators. You need a bed in ICU. You need extra oxygen. So all the attention comes to you because you could breathe your last. So they are trying to save your life. So what we see in ODM is actually expected. If you are surprised seeing things in ODM happening that way, then you are new in this country because it was formed on a template of one person who was bigger than any other person in this country. ODM was formed by a man larger than life, by a man who never negotiated with the government, but the government always negotiated with him. So what we are seeing in ODM is a contrary of what ODM has been. That Baba, before he made any negotiation with any government, he came with proposal for reforms. When you look at the merger with Kano, in 1997, we had the IPPG program, inter-parliamentary group, inter-parties parliamentary group, to discuss reforms about elections, because there were debates that a president must attain majority of the votes so that he can be representative enough. And that is what Raila and Wamalwa Kijana and the rest were pushing. So before the merger, there was something for the people. Come to 2007, the merger was informed, the Grand Coalition government was informed by the fact that the country was teetering on the brink, that it could fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
Remember, at that time, the government, the president of South Africa had lobbied that the headquarters for the UN in Africa be taken to South Africa. Benjamin Mkapa in Tanzania had lobbied for the same, saying that Kenya is now unstable. We cannot trust our diplomats in a country that is butchering itself. So in negotiations between Kibaki and Raila Odinga, there was need for calm so that the country can maintain what it has and so that the butchering can stop. So we had legitimate reasons for unity of these two people. When you come to 2018, the handshake between President Uhuru and Raila Odinga, you remember we had tensions. Raila had just sworn himself in. So some of us were talking about cutting the country into half. We were talking about the Central Republic of Kenya and the People's Republic of Kenya. And so I remember that time when I was really, I was the People's Republic of Kenya. I didn't want to hear anything about the Central Republic because I thought, I was saying, these people are our problems. We need to do away with them. Waishi vile wanataka, sisi tuishi huku. We are Democrats. So there was so much polarization. Businesses were not doing well. Investors had developed cold feet. So there was need for unity to bring calm. But the only thing these mergers have been doing over time is to sweep under the carpet the issues that are very important to the people. That's one of the problems I had with the late Raila Odinga. I don't want to call Raila late. I just want to call him Raila. The issues I had with Raila when he shook hands with President Ruto. You know, I keep on saying, you will never make a deal, a good one, with a bad person. Bad people only make bad deals. Like when a person who is a stranger to efficiency comes and tells you, proposes an idea that brings efficiency, however good that idea is, the efficiency will not work for you. It will work for himself. So, back to how things are being done now. What is the merge about? We have no problem with any party coming together with another one. But what informs the unity? In Raila Odinga's life, even the handshake between him and Ruto, they came with the 10-point agenda. Cost of living was to come down. Compensation of protest victims. We had how do we call it? Audit of public debt, and so on and so forth. Reforms. What do we have now? Nothing.
Capturing power.
What we have now is people shouting at the top of their voices, saying that this is where we need to be. But how do people benefit from you being there? You see, any arrangement.
So let me ask you, which better place can ODM be apart from coalescing and working with the government to form the next government?
What's the history of ODM? What have they agitated for years? You see, I'm telling you, ODM is now behaving like an evangelist who was very strong and spiritual, converting people and bringing them to Christ. But this evangelist got tired along the way and said, why always me? Why should I be the one being rained on out, preaching the gospel, while thieves are dining and they are prospering? Not me as an evangelist. Why don't I become like them? And the worst thing with a good person becoming a bad person,
Yeah.
they become worse than the usual bad people. When an evangelist backslides,
Yes.
he doesn't he into thievery and all that.
Yes.
He becomes the worst.
Okay.
So I have mentioned it, and ODM is behaving like we had evangelists in the 18th century who later finished as homosexuals. So when we make all this noise about ODM, some of us loved the party.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Indeed, you're saying that ODM is about to die, but we have leaders in ODM who think otherwise. And I believe the main issue that you have with ODM is because they're working with government, which is against what they stood for, because the government seems to be oppressing the people, according to you. Now, because we have leaders in ODM like Edwin Sifuna, we have leaders like Baba
So
Wine.
according to you, the government is not oppressing the people.
Well, that is your opinion.
Yours is reserved for later days.
Yes, mine is reserved. But let me ask you, when you talk about the three leaders, let me talk about the three leaders. That is Winnie Odinga, we have Edwin Sifuna, we have Babu Owino. Let's say the party is given to them. Will we probably see the resuscitation of ODM, probably? People like Ososi, people like Orengo?
You see, you are describing a totally different party. Okay. You see, these people that you are mentioning,
Yes.
they are the firebrand, they are the rising stars.
Yes.
And maintaining the ideals that ODM stood for now cannot be tenable in ODM. The ODM of Baba Raila Odinga is no longer there. People should understand. It's not there. What we have is another ODM. There is no time since the formation of ODM did they ever go to the street to hold a rally to beg another party to work with them.
Okay.
We saw it the first day, the other day in Kibra.
But my question to you is, should we have these three firebrands? Will we see a different ODM, probably?
We are going to see a different party, maybe.
Okay.
But ODM is a juicy cake that everyone is determined to take their own slice.
So ODM is done?
What happened to Ford Kenya?
Okay.
If you look at history, you see the same scenarios playing out. When Jaramogi died, go and look at how many members of parliament did Ford Kenya have. How many did they get in 1997? And how many did they get in 2002? Coming forward.
Okay. I get your point.
So it could still be the same scenario. I'm not a seer. I'm not a prophet.
Yeah.
But don't follow what people say. Follow the patterns.
Okay. What do you make of these three?
I think they represent an alternative voice.
Okay.
They have maintained a voice for the people because in supporting Raila Odinga, there was always a constant, the people. When Raila Odinga disagreed with Wamalwa Kijana, he left Ford Kenya and said, let the people decide. He sought fresh mandate and won. Formed his own party, NDP, and he won. He's the only member of parliament who has done that. So these three that you've mentioned, they represent the people.
Okay.
But the other ones, they are for themselves, self-preservation self-aggrandizement.
And I'm even wondering, when you talk about Winnie Odinga, because Winnie Odinga is a scion to Raila Odinga, by saying or going against Oburu Odinga, who is the party leader, probably even having different rally and so on and so forth, or probably speaking as if she's against what is happening between ODM and UDA and everything. Can you think that probably she's just trying to maybe cut her own influence, or probably she really means what she stands for? Or what do you make of it? Because people have different divided opinions on who.
These are two people with different interests.
Mm-hmm.
I said it the other day on another show,
Mm-hmm.
that Winnie's plan in politics has an upward trajectory.
Okay.
It's leaving the runway into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Oburu's plane in politics has a downward trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
It's now leaving the sky to the runway.
Mm-hmm.
So these are two people with different priorities.
Mm-hmm.
They could come from the same place, but their approach to issues are different.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you are saying Winnie looking like she is against what her uncle
Mm-hmm.
is doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not blame Oburu for doing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for soft landing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to Winnie
Mm-hmm.
to decide
Mm-hmm.
how long distance is she willing to fly.
Mm-hmm.
She should not even be talking about these other people that she thinks she's against.
Mm-hmm.
Let her chart her own path,
Mm-hmm.
carve her own destiny.
Mm-hmm.
For us who are in the shadows,
Mm-hmm.
out here as the people in other parties, we are looking for people that are progressive so that we can work together.
I'm wondering, this relationship between ODM and UDA, where is it leading to? Because yes, they wish to get power, but all of them have what they expect. They have their own different expectations.
Yes.
And ODM probably wants a running mate. Maybe the
So that
UDA wants
what?
something else.
So that what?
But my question is, what do you think is President Ruto's plan with ODM?
President Ruto wants a re-election.
Yes.
And ODM is noisy enough to help him campaign.
Okay.
The people in ODM,
Yeah.
they have fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
They have been in the battlefield for too long. They just want a good rest under a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And UDA is willing to provide that tree
Mm-hmm.
and bring lunch under the tree. So that's basically the reason of unity.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with you
Mm-hmm.
and me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about affordability of education.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about how you can access healthcare.
Yeah.
It's about the preservation of the two people.
Mm-hmm.
One getting a re-election to continue being the boss,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one's getting a good rest
Mm-hmm.
for the journey.
Okay.
That is simply what it is.
Interesting. But now, we had leaders initially who are in ODM, leaders like Joho, Paranya, and even Mbadi. And of course, they seek to continue building influence and probably be able to get positions again in the next government. So it means that they have to position themselves. Rigathi Gachagua says that the president actually seeks to divide ODM through Oparanya and Joho. I don't know what to make of this. Could this
A
be true?
united and strong ODM is a disadvantage to the president.
How?
Do you know why the government goes to Raila after every election? Because the government is run by 3 pillars. First pillar is money. The government gets money through taxes. The second pillar that runs government is guns. The government needs guns, security forces, to protect the people and itself. The third pillar is people that gives that government legitimacy. So, Raila, every time he lost an election, he missed 2 things, guns and money. He cannot collect taxes. He has no mandate. He cannot command the army. So guns and money are gone. When the president is sworn in at Kasarani, he's given 2 things, guns and money. But Raila runs away with 1 pillar, people. So the government lacks what?
People.
Legitimacy. When the government lacks legitimacy, it responds on its reflex. Because when people denies a government legitimacy, the government comes demanding for legitimacy by force. So they do things that should not be done. Protests, you see abductions, you see shootings during protests. So the government uses the 2 pillars it has remained with wrongly, using money to pay people to beat its own people. Hiyo ni kama mawe 3.
Yes.
So ukiwa umebaki na 2 huwezi pika. So lazima utafute hiyo moja ulete ndio uendelee. That's how Raila used to get into government.
Wow. It's quite interesting. But so particularly about this gentleman who are in government, and I've asked about Paranya, and I've asked also about Joho. What is it? What does the future look for them? Like for them, is there plans probably?
Someone like Joho
yes,
could be thinking about the future.
Yes.
But people like Oparanya, this is their future.
What do you mean?
How old is Oparanya?
I don't know. You tell me.
If he's not 70 plus, then I don't know. He could be 70 or 60, somewhere like that. 70.
Yeah.
What future do you look for at the age of 70? That is your future.
I mean political future. Of course they are.
Yes, this is their political future.
Yeah.
He has been a member of parliament.
But I'm asking this question based on what Rigathi Gachagua said, the former deputy president, that the president could be using Oparanya and Joho to divide ODM, probably to have...
definitely the president is dividing ODM. The person he is using, I don't know.
Okay.
But ODM being divided, that I can guarantee, it's being divided.
But the president?
Yes.
The president is dividing ODM.
It is very important for him to divide ODM. Nimekwambia,
yeah.
It has been a party that has been giving government a lot of headache.
Yes.
So would you strengthen it while in government or you kill it? You kill it. So
yes.
the people must therefore realize that things have changed.
Yes.
You see, for a long time now, we have been agitating for political reforms. We have never had a cultural problem. So since independence, we have been about political reforms. When Mau Mau went to the walienda kwa msitu,
Yes.
they were fighting for 2 things.
Yeah.
Political freedom. That we want now to rule ourselves. 2, They were fighting for their economic freedom, that we want our land back.
Yes.
And 3, they were fighting for their social freedom. The Mzungu had taken their land, and they had shrines and shrines. So that's why they fought. So when we got independence, it was about political and economic and social combined. But we have taken a path of fighting for political freedom. Forgot about economic and social one.
Yes.
So when you talk about land injustice, that is economic. Because the land that was supposed to belong to people and help them become people who produce was taken away by the black merchants that replaced Wazungu.
Yeah.
In 1992, it was a total fight for enlargement of a democratic space. Still, we are on political.
Yes.
In 2002, we have our 3rd multi-party election. And we are dealing with a person who has been around for 24 years. It is largely political again at that time. So Kibaki, when he comes in, he brings 2 things. He brings a fresh breath in terms of our political space and some economic direction.
Yeah.
Up to where we are, and the fight for political reforms, we got the biggest reward in 2010 when our constitution was promulgated.
Yes.
And now it's about time people realize that we now have to embark on a new trajectory, fighting for new things, using the gains we have made over time.
Yeah.
That how do we now make use of the enough democratic space we have to therefore develop ourselves in terms of economic development?
Yeah.
Because without the economic development, democracy is meaningless. However much you speak freely, if you can't pay school fees for your children, how does speaking freely help you? You can be allowed to speak freely on how you are helpful. You are not taking your children to school.
Okay.
We've been allowed to speak freely on how medicine are not found in hospitals, on how things are not working. We have freedom of speaking about these problems freely.
Okay.
So how do we now get out of the problem of freedom of speaking about our problems? By fighting for ultimate freedom.
Okay.
When you have something in your pocket, you can now make a decision. And so, our friends in ODM, the reason why ODM is undergoing all these problems, it's because it has already served its purpose. The purpose was to agitate for democratic space. And now it's time to transition to the next level of fighting for economic independence of the people. And that's why we as Safina are here talking about an individual Kenyan. Regardless of where you are, what you do for a living, which education, the education level you have, we are talking about how do you therefore be self-independent.
Now, let me ask you, just in line with what you have been saying, because the president has come up with a new agenda. The Singapore Dream.
How
do you assess the Singapore Dream, by the way?
It's a good thing to talk about. It's now bringing the politics of agenda. And what is Singapore Dream about? So that you realize that we are no longer talking about political emancipation. We are talking about economic emancipation. Singapore is about people affording their basics. It's about you taking your children to school. getting an opportunity to create wealth for yourself. Now, after you have dreamed about all that, now it comes to reality that how do you now get there? That is where the problem is. So President Ruto can speak all he wants about Singapore. But when the rubber meets the road, we can't get even to Kawangware.
What do you mean?
How do you get to Singapore? When you want to develop a country, how do you start? You start by taking care of the basics. That the people you want to develop your country, the citizens, must not be thinking about some things. That an average citizen of Kenya should not be thinking about what they are going to eat the next hour. They should not be thinking about how to afford school fees. The people must not be thinking about whether they are going to get treated or not. Those are the basics. So if we cannot attain these small things, how do you say we are going to become first world? What is first world about?
But is it really a practical plan?
That is now where the problem is, practicality of the plan. It is meant for sloganeering, hoodwinking, a feel-good statement that we are now going to Singapore. The problem we have, how do we go to Singapore with the 22 million Kenyans earning below $1 in a day, scrambling for food? The other 8 million Kenyans, they only get what they can eat, and the rest, they can't save even a shilling. We have, for you to know that we have a problem, we have 92 million bank accounts in this country.
92, yes.
But only 30,000 are servicing mortgages. When you look at percentage, you realize a bulk of the Kenyan people cannot afford mortgage. Singapore is about freedom in terms of economy, and there are baby steps. So we are dreaming about flying when we cannot even crawl. First, let us learn how to crawl, walk, run, jump, then fly.
We also have the Safaricom shares, selling of Safaricom shares. I don't know what to make of
that's also why we can't go to Singapore.
Why?
Okay. Let us think about it as ordinarily as possible. That this organization here has plans of becoming an international organization with branches in every big city of this world. But you are struggling on how to pay salary for your staff. They can go months without being paid. You cannot pay your suppliers. Because the revenue you are getting out of the business you are doing is not enough. Why? Because the revenue you are getting out of this organization, you have to use it to pay suppliers that lent you goods 3 years ago. So this month, if you get, your turnover at the end of the month is 5 million. Suppliers that did their job 3 years ago are coming for 3.5 million. So you remain with 1.5. When you look at the salaries of the team now, they want 2 million. So you are down on 500. You have not talked about renewing gadgets that have grown old. So how do you survive? You again borrow money to survive. Sometimes you have, so now you have to borrow 500,000 to continue to finish the salary part. But you stand in an AGM of the organization as a CEO and say, we, as this organization, we will be an international organization. It is good to say that, but practically, really. So let's bring it home. Singapore is becoming the song here and there. We want to be first world. Okay, it's a good thing to dream. I can also dream of becoming president of the US. It's good. I'm allowed to. But then how do you get there? Why are we selling shares of Safaricom? What is the biggest reason like that they are telling us? Why? So that we can fund infrastructure, right? Mm-hmm. So, which means that what we are collecting from Kenyans on daily basis in terms of taxes cannot fund infrastructure. That should be the first agreement. So what are we opting to do? To sell what we have already, what we have achieved over the years, so that we can now fund for things that we want. They go sell 15% shares in Safaricom. And they tell us that we need to fund infrastructure. Then they go create a national infrastructure fund. It be listed as a PLC, a public limited company, mm-hmm. which means it is going to be run by directors. Mm-hmm. So the money that we are getting out of selling the assets of the country, which is a revenue for the country, mm-hmm. is going to be put into the hands of private individuals that we don't know who. Mm-hmm. So who is going to be the director of the National Infrastructure Fund? We don't know. Mm-hmm. The president will decide. Mm-hmm. So which bank will host this infrastructure fund? Mm-hmm. KCB. Mm-hmm. No, NBK. NBK belongs to Nigeria Access Bank, which means that NBK is not our bank, belongs to some foreigners. And someone in this government has more than 50% shares in Nigerian Access Bank.
Who is that?
Who loves shares in this country? So, someone is selling Safaricom to themselves. The CEO of Safaricom, Peter Ndegwa, said that he doesn't even know what is happening. You can imagine. That we as a company, we were not... what is the job of a CEO? I need to be educated like I am Karen Nyam so that I understand.
What do you mean like you're Karen Nyam?
She's the one that is said to have problems in understanding small things.
Yeah.
So, mm-hmm. I want to know, mm-hmm. what's the work of a CEO? If the company that you are a CEO in, there is some transfer of shares from one entity to the other, but you as a CEO, you are not aware. So that becomes a problem. Now, the other day, was it yesterday? Yes. We had two committees at Glee Hotel that had come back earlier before recess for Parliament is over to discuss the sale of Safaricom.
Shares.
These are two committees.
Okay.
Public Finance and Privatization, mm-hmm. and Public Debt Committee. Mm-hmm. So, we are selling Safaricom for what? So that we can fund infrastructure. Why do we have a committee on public debt in this meeting? Mm-hmm. What are they coming to do? What is their contribution?
Okay.
That should tell you that we are selling Safaricom to pay debt.
Mm-hmm. Is that the only reason why,
is the biggest reason. Forget about infrastructure stuff and all that.
The government is building infrastructure indeed.
Which infrastructure?
Roads and
Which roads?
Wayakiwe and Road.
Wayakiwe.
There are many roads that are being built by the government.
Tell me one.
Okay, you can continue.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
Maurerone Road.
Yes.
How is the government building?
Is it a PPP?
Yes, it is being said it's a PPP.
Mm-hmm.
The government has gone to NSSF
Yeah.
to finance 45% of the project,
Mm-hmm.
which means, again, our taxes cannot fund projects.
Okay.
We have to go to our kitty,
Yeah.
our savings,
Yeah.
to fund this project. Then the rest is being done by who? It's a loan. PPP is basically a loan. So you commit with a percentage of the project.
Yeah.
Then an investor uses his own money
Yeah.
and uses the project. Once it's done,
Yeah.
he uses that asset until they recoup back their money.
Yeah.
Which means that Maurerone Road is going to be built, and then you are going to pay to use it.
Yeah.
Kenya announced that there will be no alternative road, which means from here to Western,
Yeah.
I am going to pay. Take your calculator. No, take it, your calculator.
Okay.
How long is Maurerone Road?
Tell me.
170 kilometers. Now, how much is per kilometer?
How many?
8 shillings.
Okay.
Multiply by 170.
170 shillings.
Yes. 8 by 170. That's a kilometer is 8 shillings.
Yes.
We have 170 kilometers,
Yes.
which means so 170 multiply by 8.
Yeah.
How many?
1360.
That is just the money for the road.
Yes.
I am going to Bungoma, remember? And people from Bungoma are shouting.
Yeah.
I have not paid fare for my bus, or I have not fueled my car.
Yeah.
And remember, on the fuel of the car,
Yeah.
25% is fuel road maintenance levy,
Okay.
which means I have already paid to use that road
Okay.
because it is on the price of my
Okay.
fuel.
Okay.
So which means I am paying for the road twice.
Yeah.
If you are going home December,
Yeah.
kutoka hapa mpaka Bungoma inakuanga roughly 3,000.
Yeah.
Then ukifika Maurerone Road, ulipe 1360. So that is, you better take a flight here. you better take a flight because is it being made easier or harder? So I have no problem.
But when you look at the issue of privatization of
Yes.
the public resources, let me
Yes.
say so, don't you think it is a way through which it is meant to make efficient the government?
Who has
resources?
brought in efficiency in government? Before we talk about bringing efficiency, who brought inefficiency?
But don't you think now, because let's talk about now, the issues that are happening now.
Yes.
There's a lot of inefficiencies
Yes.
in government.
Yes. It's happening now.
It used to happen,
Yes.
yes, but it is here
Yes.
with us.
Yes.
And they're saying that probably when we privatize,
Yes.
it can be made more efficient.
Mm.
So don't you think that's a route that we can go?
So let me say this. Same people who brought in efficiency in government are suggesting a way of bringing efficiency. I started by saying you are making a good deal with bad people. You see, this glass could be very good. and I am the one selling it. But you know I'm a thief. I break into people's shops and steal things. So however good the glass is, you will have a lot of problems buying it because you think I stole it from somewhere and you could be caught with it. That's the biggest problem we have in this country, that people who are telling us very good ideas are the ones who destroyed the way we were doing things and are now proposing other ways of survival. Privatization is simply selling away what you have. The government is going to wants to sell 15% of its stake in Safaricom, which means that it is selling away the shares that Kenyans have in Safaricom. Where it is going to pay debt. How that debt benefited the people, it is not clear. So, we go borrow money, misuse the money, then sell what we have to pay that debt. Does that make sense?
Doesn't. Well, thank you so much. As we come to even to the conclusion of this conversation that we're having tonight, I'm wondering that even as we look at the political future of our country, for a long time, the future has been determined majorly by figures, political figures. And we've talked about it's a 2-horse race, it's a 3-horse race, this and this. Even going into the future, I believe that Kenya, as it stands, to a great extent, still listens to her kingpins, regional kingpins. And I'm even wondering that as we come to the close of the conversation, which particular figures should we look at who probably are going to stir the conversations within politics and actually probably can be able to determine who becomes the president? And I say that, I know you may try opposing, but the reality of Kenya is that for a longer time we vote based on our leaders, what they show us. If it is Rigathi Gachagua, what does Rigathi Gachagua say? If it's Raila Odinga, probably the Western, the Luo, the Coast have had, listen to him, and so on and so forth.
Wetangula has been regarded as a kingpin from Bungoma. I voted for Raila when he was against Raila. Uhuru Kenyatta has been regarded as a kingpin for Mount Kenya. The people of Mount Kenya voted for William Ruto when he was telling them they should vote for who? Raila. So this issue of kingpins, anyone who thinks he's a kingpin and he will direct people, he should think again. And the person who has this reality fresh on his plate is our Speaker, Moses Wetangula. What happened in his ward in Kabuchai? The kingship is slipping through his fingers. For people of Kenya to have a chance at getting a government that will work for them, they should desist from thinking from a tribal point of view. In this case, if a person from your tribe is really helpful when he gets into power, then there are areas in this country that should not be talking about school fees. We should not be hearing about people dying of hunger in Baringo. We had a person from Baringo ruling this country for 24 years. We should not have people talking about jobs. From Mount Kenya, they have had a president more than twice. We should not have people from where I come from. We say we are third in command. Our son is a Speaker of the National Assembly. We should not be complaining about companies, our sugar belt, dying. The reason why these things happen this way is because a kingpin doesn't think about you. He thinks about his kingship. And how do kings survive? By making sure that their subjects adore them. How do their subjects adore them? By making sure that they are deplorable. so that when a king shows up, you are sure today you are going to eat. Let us get away from all this.
Okay.
And to some extent, the curtain to the altar of development is ruptured, so that Kenyans can cease going to this altar through kingpins, can go there by themselves. We are proposing a form of government that will not do anything for you.
Okay.
A form of government that gives you a chance to do everything for yourself. That's why I do not love the word empowerment. Because empowerment means that you have surrendered the responsibility to develop yourself to someone else. That for you to own a business like this, some politician has to show up and tells you that I have nyota of 20,000. That should not be the case. That you in this capacity should be able to make 20,000 in the streets, selling second-hand clothes, groundnuts, or sweets.
Okay.
So that kind of environment is what we want to form. And it will not be formed through kingpins. It will be formed through a collective approach by the Kenyan people, choosing leaders that have a goodwill and a willingness to work for them. In this case, we have a crop of people who have expressed their interest in becoming president of this country. And among those people, there is one man called Jimmy Wanjigi. Jimmy Wanjigi is only saying one thing, that we need to develop our economic structure of the country, that we need to make life a little more comfortable than it is.
Okay.
And he's proposing a very radical agenda, that for us now to develop ourselves, we have to look at what is eating what we have. And what is eating what we have is debt. We therefore have to go and check debt and say, oh, my goodness, we have 12 trillion worth of debt. How did we borrow this? What is the lending number? Who lent the money? What was the project? Was due process followed? That's now auditing. That once we get into power, there will be no this issue of selling paying debt, and that will stop selling of state assets the way our president is doing. And we will therefore develop ourselves. So, Wakenya waache maneno ya chieftains.
Okay.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for this conversation. We have come to the end of this conversation tonight.
Yes.
But I just have a last question.
Yes.
We have so many people contesting for presidency.
Yes.
We have new entrants like Miguna.
Yes.
But I would wish you to maybe just make maybe Kenyans understand. But what do you make of these new entrants? Let's begin with Miguna.
Yes.
Can I make a good president?
Miguna will support my presidential candidate. He will support Jimmy Wanjigi.
Why do you say so?
Because Miguna, as a revolutionary as he is, he will not be able to deal with the debt. So, that's why he will support my candidate, Jimmy Wanjigi.
Okay.
Because I told you, the new entrants, they are coming to participate. They will get certificates of participation. But we are going to get the opportunity to lead the people of this country and provide a leadership that makes every Kenyan proud. Wamalwa Kijana once said that we want a government that makes a Kenyan, when he's out there, say that we have a good government.
What makes you think that that Wanjigi is going to win?
Well, has anyone proposed a better agenda?
Is it just based on agenda?
If it's not based on agenda, then what is it based on? Popularity? Or what?
But it's the people that vote, so you have to be popular.
So people vote based on what? Based on what?
I don't know. You tell me. You've been here for a good long time.
So if they are not going based,
so let me ask
they
you,
are not going.
Do people vote based on agenda, Mr. Joachim? In the recent times, in the past times, have people voted based on agenda?
Yes.
So they voted for President Ruto because of his agenda?
Yes.
And Kibaki for his?
Yes.
And Uhuru
For
for his?
Kibaki, it was about, the agenda was sending Ruto home, or Moi home.
Yeah.
That was the agenda. The election question was Moi has to go.
Okay.
Because Moi represented oppressiveness,
Okay.
high-handedness.
Okay. Let's talk about Kalonzo Musyoka for president.
He has a right to vie.
But?
He can do it. He can vie.
And win.
It's not me to declare if he wins or not.
Yeah.
Yes. But he can vie. He has all the reasons to vie.
Does he merit winning?
What are the parameters of merit?
No, you tell me according to your own measure.
Agenda.
Does he have the agenda?
Maybe you let me know what his agenda is.
Rigathi Gachagua?
Again, agenda. What is his agenda?
To take Ruto home.
Then what? Do we solve all the problems when Ruto goes home? How do we deal with the Shah now that he's gone?
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I think we've come to the end of this conversation.
Thank you very much. Kenyans, vote wisely.
Yes, probably.
Vote for Jimmy Wanjigi.
If you have
my last parting shot.
Yes, please.
I am Simiyu Joachim, Secretary General of Safina Party. My party leader is Honorable Jimmy Wanjigi, being deputized by the erstwhile lawyer Willis Willis Evans Otieno. And we are here asking Kenyans to register as voters first, because that is your prerequisite to vote. Then again, come and vote for President Jimmy Wanjigi, so that this country can be a country worth emulation. And I can promise Kenyans, you will not regret voting for my candidate. You will not regret. He thinks about you every day.
Okay.
I must tell them that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. This is, of course, SPM Bars, of course, on the power table, where we get to discuss critical issues that concern you, the people of Kenya, and of course, even beyond. We get to talk about a lot of issues, and we bring on board various thought leaders, politicians, to get to chew this into boluses that you can be able to swallow. Well, my name is Eugene Kwach, and see you next time. Thank you.